Hey everyone, how's it going? Five Finger Shuffle back here with another video, and today what I want to do is a Lilibet showcase. So it's going to be how OP is Lilibet. We'll add it to the series. If you haven't seen the rest of those videos, go check them out. They are in a playlist on YouTube. Um, so this first clip I want to show you is from our Guild War today during stream. We're going to watch this top comp with the Arbiter Vildred, the Ruel, and the Crow. So normally with Arbiter Vildred, a lot of people run him on Dreamblade. I'm sure you guys all know by now how dangerous he can be. If you kill him, he just revives and kills you. And also, if you kill him, he can also be revived by Ruel as well. So something like Lilibet is really good here. Let's jump right into this while I talk. Um, because she can just apply Extinction, and then he can't revive himself, and he can't be revived by Ruel as well. So I thought this was an incredible example. So we're going to use Oxlots to boost up Lilibet. And we did burn into this. We didn't necessarily need to because her damage is just crazy strong. You can see we did 22k, way more than enough. We didn't need to burn into that. But from here, we're going to use Izaria now, who's very strong paired with anyone who has a very strong skill 3 like Lilibet. So we reset Lilibet's skill 3. And then we're going to use our defense break. So we put the defense break up on Crow, which gets cleansed by Potion Vial. I really didn't think that was going to happen, but that's okay. I was not expecting her to be on Potion Vial. Then we try and silence here, which it fails, which is fine. Crow puts up his defense buff, or well, tries to put up his defense buff, but the buff block was there courtesy of Lilibet. So we burn into Izaria's skill 1 to get the defense break, and again she cleanses the defense break for the second time, leaving the buff block. But then she uses her cleanse anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered. The potion vial there wouldn't have mattered. We use Oxlots to buff up Izaria and try a third time. So we burn into it again and get the defense break this time. And now we go back, because we used Izaria to reset Lilibet's skill 3, we just come back and we don't even need to burn into this one. We one-shot for 36,000 damage on the Crow. And all of a sudden, we're down 3v1 on the Ruel. We get the buff block. We get the defense break. She has none of her skills left because she's already skill 1'd. She actually has her big revive, but since we've killed both people with Extinction, it doesn't really matter here. And we busted our skill 2, and the skill 2 one-shots her for another 16k damage. So that is the Guild War. I'm gonna stop that there before we get into the next fight, so that I can show you the 2 examples of her in arena. So give me a second, and I will be right back. All right, so here's the first one. This is going to be a little bit of a Kitty Clarissa and a Lilibet spotlight. They're both buffed. I want to do Kitty Clarissa in another video though. So here's a great example of a team that's just super tanky plus Vildred. Great opportunity here for Lilibet just to come in, snipe the Vildred, and then combination of her, Sid, and Kitty Clarissa can kind of manhandle the rest of it. There is some damage from Fallen Cecilia here, but it shouldn't be too bad. So because there is a Sea Armin and a Fallen Cecilia, we are going to burn into this. So it's a lot of damage reduction to cut through. But she still does 13k with no defense break, despite all that damage reduction. Next up, I think we're just going to go into Sea Armin. We are going to have to deal with the Maid Chloe revive, but it's not too big of a deal because she can't revive the Vildred anymore, courtesy of Lilibet.
Destroying everything.
We're going to save her strip because we're obviously going to need it. We got lucky there in that we put up the buff block. So the Lilibet combo here is really nice because it does get her that extra turn and the chance to, as you can see, put up the buff block, which especially in this fight is enormous. So we blocked the skill prevent, we blocked the revive, we blocked the attack buff, we blocked the immunity, and we blocked the invulnerability.
I won't lose to anyone.
All with that team up with Kitty Clarissa, which is nice because now we don't have to wait for. We can do damage instead of waiting for the strip, which is fantastic. We might just go for this. You know what? We're gonna defense break because Kitty Clarissa is going next, and she can skill 1 and have Lilibet hit into the skill 1. So let's try a defense break instead. That saves our souls.
I'll do what I want.
And now we just skill 1 with Kitty Clarissa. We get the team up from
Should I fight like lots?
Lilibet, and we're good. I think I'm gonna boost Kitty Clarissa here. We could probably just kill her with skill 1. But I'm hoping that the cleanse from Kitty Clarissa will kill and strip all at the same time. So we're gonna give that a shot.
Will you play with me, Meow?
Hopefully this doesn't fail.
Meow, 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 meow.
Even if it does, we're not gonna die, but... Alright, so we got a reduction on everything. We're down to 1 turn.
Wait.
It's nice. They got a revenge and then a team up on back-to-back turns.
Snip, snip.
So we reduced everything on the revives down to only 1 turn, which is nice. Let's see if we can put up the buff block again. So now she can't shield herself. She's gonna make this a lot easier.
Is it my turn?
Again, we'll try and defense break. Nice, we get the defense break. You know what? We're gonna burn into this.
Did you think you could
I don't normally like burning into lots, but it just means that we can for sure finish the job here.
I won't lose to anyone.
So now he gets an extra turn. We don't really need to burn Sid because he's gonna get first turn against Chloe anyway because he's faster. So we're gonna burn
Now's
Lilibet.
my time to shine.
You can't
We'll use
stop
Lilibet's
me.
skill 2, which recently got a really nice buff. It boosts her attack bar. Watch how far up this line she goes, considering it's her turn already, and she's only like 130 speed. So we're gonna get to kill her with her, which does decent damage, 23k damage.
Clarissa wants to play. Meow.
And you can see she's already passed the Maid Chloe, and Maid Chloe was quite a ways up that board anyway. I don't remember what her percentage was, but it must have been like 30-40%. So we're already up to almost her turn again, which is fantastic.
Do your
And
best.
we're gonna beat this without a healer, without losing anybody. And the only reason that
Start. Meow.
even Kitty Clarissa is as low as she is because we got dual attacked, and we got
Show you my ability.
dual attacked and revenged all in the same turn.
And my opponent.
All right, let's just
Excuse
finish
me.
this off with Sid.
Cut.
And that'll be the end of the first one. I got one more. I have one more flag, so let me find another
Did you
fight,
see that?
and
Aye,
I will be
amazing.
right back. All right, here's the last one. We've got a little bit different comp here. It's still very tanky with the Cecilia and the Ruel, but this time we have a Seaside Bellina. So because we have a Seaside Bellina, I wanted to bring some kind of a sustain. So I brought my Destina. It doesn't give us as much offense as we had in the last one, but at least it gives us some sustain. So if she gets a couple of procs off, we can heal up and keep things safe. Also, it gives 3 people on our team
Should I
element
fight like
advantage,
lots?
which is kind of nice here.
Take this.
So this particular comp, because there's the
disgusting
only one
punks.
the
I'll
one
get
form
rid
of
of you
damage
all.
reduction, we don't even need to burn into this. We can save our souls.
Creation and destruction.
That's going to kill relatively easily. You see, we actually got more damage here just
Shall
because
I
the
attack?
Sea Armament isn't there. Now, I think we're just going to lean straight into Bellina, because we all know Bellina's probably going to go crazy. We get insta revenge from the Cecilia, as always. I would love to know the true proc rate on some of these things. Wow. So we lost our Sid already.
And never get back on your feet.
That's gonna make this fight really interesting, and we're really gonna have to rely on Lilibet to get some work done.
Don't be afraid. Luminescence.
So let's heal up.
Glory.
I won't lose to
And
anyone.
we're gonna get revenged anyway. So we may as well use our AoE here and get rid of all the skill prevents.
Don't waste my time.
And we get another Elber's proc.
It's too late.
So she's
to
Elber's
back
proc
up.
both times now.
Don't worry, I'll make a
Now,
nice cut. Snip, snip.
We could skill 2 here, but she does more damage without the without any buffs on them. So we're gonna skill 1 and hope Oxlots. Oh shit, Oxlots can't. I was gonna say Oxlots can buff her up, but he's provoked. I think we're gonna do it. Ugh. Let's do skill 1 anyway. Try and land the buff block. That way we at least can't get the shield up if we can land it. Alright, we missed the buff block. Thankfully, we didn't get Elber's procced,
Radiant light.
but we did die anyway. Alright,
You
out of
can't
cheer.
stop me.
Let's use this on her.
Cut, cut.
Take a nice chunk out
You
of Fallen
disgusting
Cecilia.
punks. I'll
We'll
get
skill
rid of
1.
you all.
Again, we missed the buff block.
Easy on you. Not enough. Don't worry.
They get another dual attack proc.
In the light's name.
Alright, we gotta heal up here. This is a little unfortunate because I really don't want them to start targeting Lilibet, but we don't have much of a choice. So we'll get her to heal.
I swear, a miracle will occur.
Ruel does her big heal, which I guess is okay.
Don't worry, I'll make a nice cut. Snip,
And
snip.
we're gonna take a shot here. We don't have any other choice. We have to try and kill Seaside Bellingham. So let's burn into skill 3. We have no attack buff.
You all.
Nice. So we got 11k damage,
Radiant light.
and despite the passive from Fallen Cecilia, we still get through it. Or sorry, not the passive. Whatever artifacts on her, we still get through it. And the passive on Bellina is what I meant. We also get a little skill prevent, which we can still get provoked, which sucks. It's not really a skill prevent, it's a damage prevent. But we do
Don't be
prevent the
afraid.
damage, which is great. We're gonna burn into this now. The nice thing is fighting this comp is that... Oh, can't believe you're still attacking her. I thought she was gonna switch
Can't
there.
stop me.
We missed the buff block
In the
again.
light's name.
But what I was saying is I really thought... oh, sorry. I did think he was going to end the buff block, but
Beast of the West.
the nice thing about having Lilibet is that the 2 people we've killed, despite how slow this has been, have both been
You
with the
disgusting
extinction,
punks.
which means
I'll
that
get rid of you all.
they can't come back to life, they can't get revived. So I think,
My
although it
past
doesn't look like we're in great
regrets
shape,
and
I think
hesitation.
we're actually good here.
I'll sever everything with this.
It'd be nice if we'd stop missing the buff block, but other than that,
Don't worry, I'll make a nice cut.
let's get rid of the skill prevent.
Radiant light.
We're gonna use our big heal
Radiant
here. We
one.
haven't even used it yet, but
For a miracle.
we need to heal both here. And that should mean that they're gonna attack Destina now, since Lilibet's at full health. Yeah. I do have the
can't stop
skill
me.
2 piece of gear. I do have the skill 2 piece of gear on my Destina. Why don't we try and skill 3 again here?
One cut. Through your soul.
Don't know if this is going to be enough, but it's going to be close. We did get it. Look at that. Huge.
Don't be afraid.
So, this fight didn't... This was like the opposite of how I wanted things to go in this fight. And it's tempting to record it again because it really doesn't look good. But it kind of shows the power of Lilibet. There's no other champion in the game that would have won this fight. We would have lost to everybody else except for her, because she can come through and get that extinction.
I'll make a nice cut.
That extinction is so important. And it's not like she's
Don't be afraid.
killing low HP units either. Like, we one-shot the Belina, who's got her built-in damage prevention, and then through shield we didn't quite one-shot. Obviously, she had a lot of health damage already, but still, to be able to take both of them out with just the skill 3 is really nice there.
Don't worry.
And knowing that they can't be revived is even better. We're gonna skill 2 because that gives her the attack bar.
In the light's name.
And then I think she's gonna go next anyway, but just to make sure, we're gonna buff her up. And we're gonna burn into the skill 3 again. Don't think this is gonna be enough to kill, which is too bad because I think she's got her skill 3 ready. Oh.
Don't give up.
There's so little left. She had 545 HP left. And we have to go through this all over again. That's unfortunate.
Don't be afraid.
Well, either way, you can see how well it works. After this fight, we're going to go through her gear. I'll also show you the gear of the other units we used. The Kitty Clarissa, Sid, Destina. And Oxlos is just speed gear, so...
Don't worry, I'll make a nice cut.
Alright, let's try this again.
In the light's name.
It's this is really annoying actually, because we can't get a defense break. It's really hard to kill her, and she can cleanse all the time, which is not helping our cause.
Radiant light.
Let's buff up her attack
Beast
bar.
of the West.
You can't stop me.
We have our skill 3 ready, but obviously we don't want to use it just yet. We kind of have to time it
Don't be afraid.
perfectly, to be completely honest, in order to
Don't worry, I'll make a nice
get
cut.
this done.
Snip, snip. Don't blame me.
So skill 2. She probably has her skill 3 ready, but I'm hoping she doesn't use it. Okay. So we're gonna do it here, and then we can use Destina to boost her up and go again, because I don't think we're gonna kill her. But we should be able to cut her and finish the job.
In the light's name.
Unless, of course, we don't have our skill 2 ready. I think that might kill. Yeah, okay. We got it. Alright, let's jump over to the gear.
Win.
We'll just go in order. First one on the list is going to be Destina. So here's my Destina gear. She's on speed and immunity. She got 16k HP, 180 speed, and 158 res, courtesy of her piece of equipment here. Like I said, it is the skill 2 with the increased CR. When I have her on defense, I switch it, and if I'm using her on arena defense, I'll switch it and I'll put the skill cooldown up, because I have that one as well. But that's how I'm running her. Here, we'll save Lilibet to the end. Who's next? Who else did we use? Oops. Alright, Sid. Sid didn't get a chance to really shine in this video. I'm going to probably make another video of him at some point. But he's very similar in terms of the build to Collie. So speed and crit rate, 215 speed, 100 crit rate, 3200 attack, and 228 crit damage on a max Dust Devil. And Kitty Clarissa, 200 speed. I had to slow her down. She was actually at 225 speed. I slowed her down because she was going before all of the dizzies, which was not good. But now she's a lot better. She's still got 11.5 HP and 157 crit damage plus Strack. I need to max this. I've just been lazy because she doesn't really get debuffed anyway. But that does put her up over 200 res, which is really nice. I decided not to 6-star awaken her because her 6-star awakening is crit rate, and I really don't want her to crit, especially if we're facing like an ML Ken. I want to be able to get her to go and not have to worry about getting revenge by Ken. So that is my Kitty Clarissa. Oxlot's just speed build as fast as possible. He's at 251 with Ancient Book. And I think that's it for those comps. Other than the star of the show. So here's Lilibet. She's on a full crit rate build, which probably isn't ideal. If you had either an attack set or if you had a crit damage set, that would be better. But to be completely honest, this has worked beyond well for her. I'm super happy with the way she's working now. She does have 268 crit damage and 3700 attack with 100% crit rate. Like I said, she has next to no speed at 125, but she still has 10k HP as well, which means she can kind of sort of take a hit despite not having the best base stats. And I'm really happy with her. The only thing that could maybe do better is find a better crit damage neck, but this does have 9 crit rate and 12 attack, so I'm not overly upset with it. All in all, I'm really happy with her. I thought she was good before the buff to fill that role, but she's incredible now. She went from just like good and did her job to being super strong, just in those like niche situations. But it's also great for Guild War. You do see a lot of Vildred in Guild War and a lot of healer comps in Guild War. And as you saw in that last fight, she can really come in and just dominate the fight. Like we lost our Sid, who's really our main damage dealer, and cleanup because he's got a defense break, and she managed to solo the whole thing by herself. So her skill 3 is maxed. Now, post buff, I do want to upgrade this. It gives higher chance for bleed, which I don't really care about that much. But the damage, you guys saw the damage she did with her skill 2, and that's with no skill ups. And also here we can upgrade the effect chance from 35% chance on the buff block up to 50%, which would also be fantastic. I think she deserves to be plus 15. Like, I know she's kind of niche, but at the same time, if I get her plus 15, imagine how strong she would be. And finally, one of the keys to fighting Arbiter Vildred is having an Oath Key, because if they have Moonlight Dreamblade on them, that's a 20% chance for you to miss, and this 100% counters that. So if they have a level 30 Moonlight Dreamblade, you are never, ever going to miss on him unless there is a Fat Cat on their team. So if you are using Lilibet, I definitely recommend throwing an Oath Key on there, because if she misses her skill 3, you're in trouble. Especially against a Vildred, because Vildred will one-shot her even still without the attack buff. So keep that in mind. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you all next time. Bye for now.